And we are back. Welcome back. We had a little glitch, but the glitch is unglitched. Things are deteriorating rapidly. And we're here making Phineas and Ferb. So, life is funny.
Yes, you are, again, your city is currently under siege as we record this podcast.
Literally now.
Yeah.
Literally now, the governor called it illegal. Or, excuse me, unlawful. Unlawful,
Yes.
to be clear.
So,
I guess I am now a sovereign citizen of the great nation of California. So, hello to all my foreign American friends. I don't know what you see in it. I guess.
ready to throw
Enjoy.
that away really quickly.
Yeah. You know, I have a real ID that has a bear on it. That's our national animal, is an extinct bear. Did you know that? The bear on the California's flag is an extinct bear. It
I did not know
no
that.
longer exist.
I had no idea. That is quite a metaphor.
As we say in, right? As we say in my home country, let's do lunch, babe.
Yeah, so best of luck with that situation. It sounds like you have high spirits, which is nice. And we are going...
You know, I just feel like I'm finally in a country that understands me.
That's what you deserve, Phil. That's what you deserve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And so...
You filthy American.
That's fair.
So let's get into this episode. This is kind of like a cultural exchange, I feel.
Yes. I'm very excited. This segment is us doing an outline for one of the ideas that we just brainstormed in the other video, or as the industry says, blue sky. But in order to do this, I need to put my thinking cap on.
There it is.
I forgot to put it on during the last video. So, all right. And so our idea that we came into this with is that it's going to revolve around the children, they yearn for the minds meme. So it's just going to be about everyone tunneling with their buddies for this episode. And so...
dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Do you?
I dig it. So usually first scene is Phineas and Ferb getting their idea for something. So what are we thinking here? My first idea was like something's on the TV, like a documentary about mining towns. And then Phineas and Ferb like are hit like with the light of heaven, and they suddenly feel the yearning for the mines.
I feel like, yeah, that's good. What if they're like watching this always has to be like vaguely boomer coded, right? Mm-hmm. They're watching like an old movie, and there's like a crazy old prospector. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm crazy and old and a prospector. Mm-hmm. He's like, I found there's gold in them hills, you know, that sort of thing. It's like, oh wow, we've never found gold before. Well, wait, actually, we never found gold before, except all that junk, and you see like trinkets and like ingots and all of it. And it's like, what do you think? What should we look for? And then like it's diamonds instead.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Right.
That's fun. Then okay. So,
there's another angle too, which is maybe their dad has, maybe it's Mother's Day or their mother's birthday, and dad doesn't have a gift, and so they want to get a diamond for her.
They actually have this.
He's
episode
like she's. Oh well, there you go.
Well, they.
Well, I just wanted to have the line of him saying like, "She's gonna kick me out for sure this time, boys."
Yeah, no, they do that, and then they like get her favorite band back together. That's that episode. Mm-hmm. And so,
okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, that would have worked
take
though.
Because you, what did?
So yeah, I think we got a couple good ways that we could open it. And so, where's Perry? And so we need like
what do we land on?
Oh, okay. I'm good with the Prospector TV show, or either one, that or the documentary.
They're watching a TV show called Prospector. It's just an old man. It's just a crazy old man. Oh, maybe they're watching watching a show called Crazy Old Prospector.
Yes, and this is where they start to feel the yearning for the mines.
It's like was it Antiques Roadshow or something like that.
Well, that would make sense because the dad's actual profession is antiquing. He's an antique collector.
Oh, is that so? Oh, because you're watching with him. They're watching a show with their dad. Looks like so much fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then so we need the then we need Perry. Then they realize Perry's not there, and then we need a fun way for him to enter his lab.
I'm open to pitches.
Let's see. The idea I thought of was the kitty litter. He goes to the kitty litter and then it takes him. What do you think? You got something?
He turns on a vacuum and it sucks him in and it leads into a tube that goes beneath the earth.
That works. And then when he gets there to get his mission brief, I thought it'd be funny if also Monogram and Carl are also tunneling. So they turn the video on to get the mission brief, and he's
everyone's just tunneling.
I literally want to do everyone's yearning for the mines. That's what I love the joke because no one wants to go mining, so it's really funny to me if everyone's really excited about it.
Okay.
So they're doing that, and then they tell him to go find Doof. And usually what they do is they say...
What are they saying that his... Well, they usually say, what his...
They usually say he's made some strange purchases. So what would be funny things that could foreshadow the tunneling at this point? So obviously one shovel, which would probably be the punchline, right? He has a bunch of other purchases and one shovel. Or maybe two shovels, because he wants a friend.
2 shovels. I think it's 2 shovels.
Okay.
Because he's like, I'll pay the platypus. Here you are. Start digging.
Mm-hmm. So,
Hold on.
Yeah, no.
So he's making 2 purchases. 2 shovels.
Mm-hmm.
A canary.
A canary! That's good.
Digging boots.
Digging boots. Lanterns, maybe because usually they have a crazy 4,000 lanterns, because they usually have crazy big numbers because it's funny imagining so I made my point.
Yes, we have 2 shovels, digging boots, lanterns, and a canary.
Mm-hmm. Which is how we got the idea to start digging ourselves.
Yes, it looked like so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea once someone
I don't know, do we want to... Go ahead.
No, I was saying I love the idea of every time someone gets a glimpse of the tunneling, they fall into a trance. And then from there, we'd probably check back in with the boys, and Candace they'd probably be somewhat set up at this point of beginning the dig. The tunnels are starting to take shape. And then Candace comes in the bust, right? And then Candace, again, feels the yearning. And another reason I wanted to pick this one is this is the only pitch that I came...
What's Candace been doing?
I'm sorry? No, this was the only pitch I came into with the song pitch.
Okay. So what's Candace been doing when she comes in on them digging holes in the yard?
Okay, so...
Are they digging holes in the yard?
What was she doing?
Where are they digging? And where are they digging?
Well, down. So I'm thinking that...
No, where
in the backyard.
In the backyard?
Are
they finding a... Yeah.
Typically, it's in the backyard. All their inventions very frequently end up in the backyard.
Are their friends there?
Oh, yeah, I think the whole crew's there at that point. So, the whole crew's there. Candace walks up. I don't think she fully understands what they're doing. So I guess it's a good question. Where did she come from? She was in the house. Did she just, come from her room? Do we have something else that might be distracting her that she forgets about as well?
Coming from the room is a little...
Basic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. Was she hanging out with friends? Was she... So, I guess let's start here, because I think she doesn't identify what they're doing at first. I think she's confused by whatever this is. And so that when she feels the yearning, it's going to be a funny, pivot, because she's going to be very ready to call mom, and then like we can even hear the mom on the phone like, hey, what's going on? And then it takes Candace a second. It's like, nothing, bye. And then she starts digging.
Yeah, well, I feel like if we're going to do that, then we should play up, like, kind of the joy of digging. So, like, I almost feel like you should have, like, it should be like an ASMR almost thing, like the sound of the shovel going into the dirt.
Yes.
Pulling it out.
Yeah.
And, like, and stuff like that, and just play the Foley, just kind of almost hypnotic.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a really good pitch.
So what's Candace doing?
Yeah, do you have any ideas of where she could be coming from? Maybe she just had a sleepover. She just got back from Stacy's.
We can beat that.
Okay.
She's coming from. She's like something. Is there something funny? Something like.
She's obsessed with the character named Ducky Momo.
Yeah, that's true.
So she could have been coming from a.
She's coming from DuckCon or something.
DuckCon.
Like that. Yeah. QuackCon.
Maybe.
Is Ducky Momo real?
Huh?
Is Ducky Momo real, or is it a character?
It's a character.
I've seen it. It's a character. Okay.
What if like she just like bought a bunch of like Ducky Momo merch, so like she has the bags, and like the reveal, like we just see.
She got a limited edition Ducky Momo egg, and like you open it inside to see what the surprise is, and the surprise is it's the receipt.
That's really funny. My pitch was going to be we don't see what's in her bags. We just know she has Ducky Momo merch. And then after she goes through the whole trance of it all, of like the ASMR thing, she opens the bag, reveals it's a Ducky Momo shovel.
Well, if we do that, do we want to play her like not being into it, then getting into it, right?
That's true. Okay.
Well, there's something, we could use something that's Ducky Momo and then have her use it as a shovel. That's certainly possible.
Okay. Yeah. My next thought was flashlight, because that's something that can be easily turned into a mining thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Ducky Momo. Yeah, it comes from DuckCon. Flashlight that also quacks. Okay, that's good.
And then that would be that scene. We'd probably have a moment with the mom, as I described it, and then we would go to Perry and Doof at this point. And this is where Perry learns he's not up to evil that day. They're just going to be tunneling buddies. And Doof is just like, Perry, I'm not even up to anything today. Just, come on. I got you a shovel. I just want to spend this time with you.
I feel like he would be a little bit more, like, expectant, right? Like, not like, I want... He does, like... Go ahead.
No. Finish your thought. I was jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, he does care about him, but he does present himself as like an antagonist to him.
Yeah. So how do you think it goes when he gets there?
I think he says like, Perry the Platypus, I've been waiting for you. Like, here, grab this shovel and start digging.
Yes, that's funny. I like that. I'm down. And then, okay, so here is another reason why I was very excited about this. This was the only one I had a song envisioned in my head, and I want to do a parody of Moana's How Far I'll Go, but it's about digging and how deep they'll go. You listened to the song I sent, right? So.
In this scene with Candace, does she get into the digging at this point?
When I thought...
Before the B story.
So when we check back in with them, they'll all probably be digging. I was going to use this moment to use the song that I just pitched to, like, go between all of them.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's not my question.
Okay.
My question is, does Candace get into... Does she feel the need to dig in this previous scene when she's gotten back from DuckCon, from the Ducky?
Yeah, she probably starts or at least walks towards the mining. Okay. She joins them.
Okay. So, well, why are they digging? Why is Doofen's
Everyone's digging for the love of the game in my brain.
That's a little vague.
Well, it's just playing off the yearning for
because you said they're also getting you're also getting diamonds.
Well, the others
we have to tie these things in.
Well, I think they find the diamonds or the gold by accident, Doof and Perry, and then their shenanigans happen. So, like, for Doof, it would be...
I don't know. I'll be honest, like, this is a little bit like just cause. There should be some reason. We need levels for why they're doing things.
Okay. Okay. So Doof has the mining or the...
He doesn't have to be digging for diamonds, but like when we're seeing Phineas and Ferb, they saw a show and they get like
Yes.
the urge to dig, but like Doofenshmirtz did not do that. Like, so there's a reason why they get the bug.
His backstory is that he's going to give the painful backstory of the child labor laws.
That's right. I remember that now.
Yes. The child labor laws stopped him from being able to fulfill his dream of going to the mines. The horrible, overly intrusive child labor laws. That's the painful backstory.
So are we still using these diamonds as a thing? Because like if the love is for the digging, then like it is weird that then all of a sudden he's into diamonds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm good with changing it to something else. It was just I think what I was doing with the diamonds is that it kind of snaps him out and makes him old Doof again. Because, like, it's going to be legitimately them having a good time being buddies until the temptation is presented, which is the way that I saw it. And then Doof, like, gets a nefarious idea to not share. And so they'll fight and...
But does Perry Platypus care about...
Yes, he does.
I'm just asking. I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
asking,
they've
I'm
had it
now.
whereas he does... He gets a paycheck and he does care about money. Like, it's not like it's the only thing he cares about. But yeah, if they're both digging together as a team, Doof finds a bunch of diamonds. Okay. He didn't tell Perry about the diamonds.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, that's going to be the way that it goes. So
that's the way you're pitching it, guys.
Yeah, what?
That's the way you're pitching it, guys?
Yes. Yes. And so... that will be the fight scene shenanigans, or that will cause the fight scene shenanigans. They'll...
No, that's after we come back from the song, is that correct?
Yes, so, well, it depends on
what makes Perry agree to start digging? Like, does he just get the urge for it as well? I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, he looks there askance sort of thing.
Yeah, basically, it's going to be the same thing. And I think it can be less hypnotic than Candace's. Like, it's more so his buddy asked him to hang out with him. Because Perry gets into that all the time with Doof. Like, Doof will just ask for his help with something, and Perry will shrug and do it. And enjoy himself. Like, there was a whole thing where he helped set up for Vanessa's birthday party.
Okay.
Yeah. So we might want to check in after the song.
The song.
What?
Well, so now we need to do the song. We needed to get the real estate done on that. So now, run me through the beats of the song, if you would.
Let me. Is my phone here? I don't.
Because we're coming back to the song, if I recall correctly, right?
So yeah, I think it's the Doof scene that's going to having Perry join him, and then everyone's going to be singing about mining or tunneling.
Okay. Sounds great.
And so it's a parody of Moana's "How Far I'll Go," but in reference to mining. And so I can't find my phone. Probably over on no, it's not on the charger either. Dang, there it is. I can pull up the Moana lyrics now. So instead of "How far I'll go, how deep I will go," something like that. Yeah, here we go. Lyrics. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish. Oh, we can. That the perfect daughter part. Okay, every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. So, yeah. This is less of a parody, more we're just taking the lyrics at that point. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. So, how could we spin that? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. So, what's our equivalent for where this line meets the sea? See where the sky... Because you lose the sky the further down you go. See...
I'm trying to think. I'll be honest with you. I'm not good at songs.
Okay, we can skip this. I'm good with just saying parody this song and giving it to the trusted hands of Dan Povenmire.
Oh, no, we can give it a shot. I'm not good.
Neither am I, so...
That's not in my wheelhouse.
Neither am I. And so maybe we just...
Well, let's give it a shot. Okay. Let's give it a shot, though. It's always good to...
push ourselves?
Stretch and expand. Yeah, push ourselves, exactly.
I wonder if, like, the beams can be something. Because, like, you put the wood up to be beams. See where the line of the beams hold the ceiling up in a tunnel?
Beams meet the trees under the dirt is where we'll go on.
We're close. See where the light on the lanterns The lanterns, because they're all connected with a line. The lantern's lights are all connected with a line.
The light starts to go. When the lantern's light starts to go, how deep will I go?
Yeah, something like that. That's good. That's not bad. That's not bad. At least no one can accuse us of prepping this song beforehand.
Yeah. What's the next line? The
next line. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. And
oh, no worries.
And no one knows how far it goes, so we just change far to deep. Then if the wind in my sail.
How about we don't know how deep it goes? Let's not completely rip off the lyrics.
Yeah. If the wind in my sails on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. Our equivalent, because they're talking about the equipment, so our equivalent would be like the pickaxe or the shovel here, right?
What was the lyric again?
The lyric is, if the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, that one day I'll know. So the same idea would be if the wind on my sails in the sea stays behind me, if the shovel keeps moving the dirt in front of me, if the shovel in my hands.
I think it's like if I take the shovel in my hands throws the dirt behind me or something like that.
I was going to say the earth beneath me, but either way.
No, that's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, just the shovel in my hands moves the dirt.
No, I like it.
Beneath me.
I like what you said.
And someday I'll know. And then, it's going to be funny because then Doof can sing the same verse, and I love the idea of Doof singing a princess song.
That's funny.
Princess empowerment song. He needs it.
What's the next lyric, I guess?
If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. And then it's kind of chorus after that. So it'd be a lot of repeating.
I'm sorry, what was the lyric again?
I'm sorry?
What was the lyric again?
If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
If I go, there's no telling how far I'll go.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, really sterling.
It's very nice when sung correctly, so...
If you go, then that's where you go.
There's no telling how far I'll go.
Yeah, no, and it is... Go, go. Go, go, go. There's a line in The Golden Girls where Rose did her high school fight song. It's like, onward, St. Olaf, go, something, go. Like, go, 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 go. It just says go over and over again. That's what that reminded me of. Go, go, go. It's just like, go.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes repeating a lyric, go, get you goo, means I love you. That's the lyric, all the lyrics to that song.
But they actually made those words up. They actually made those words up. It wasn't go over and over again.
That would be a very funny parody of that style. It wouldn't work for this episode, but it's just a word being said over and over again. It's the characters getting confused at why we're only saying one word. Mm-hmm. So just constantly waiting for the beat to drop. Yeah. Okay.
Should be. I feel like something with Doofenshmirtz should have to do with his tragic backstory. I feel.
What, the song? The story?
Yeah. No, the song.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, Moana talks in the song about having to be the perfect daughter and conforming to the rules and not going out to sea. So you could do the same thing about him talking about his backstory, that he had to be a good boy and follow laws even though he yearned for the mines.
I like that. Is there a lyric that will work with that?
There's a few. I wasn't expecting us to use these. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try.
So I wished I could be...
The perfect miner?
Perfect digger.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect miner.
But they turned me away from the mine, never telling me why. We kind of are flipping the dynamic between what Moana's saying, which is good. It gets it further away.
There's a thin line between parody and ripping somebody off.
Oh, man, this is silly.
All right.
Yeah?
That was good.
I'm good. We got a good base here. We can move. Let me ask, because I think one thing that we should do is we need to give them a conflict, especially Candace. So do we want to put the kids in a cave-in? They have to dig their way out?
Their conflict was they yearn for the mine.
Well, but they get that. There's no obstacle in the way for yearning for the mine. So, how do we do we take them out of it? Do we have a cave-in? Do we prevent something prevent them from mining? Do they find an animal that like, doesn't let them dig any further. Like a mole or something, like a big mole.
That's funny.
I know they had giant star-nosed moles, so we might be able to make a reference to that.
As you go deeper, the bedrock gets you start to hit bedrock, so things get harder, right? Mm-hmm. Do they then like make a machine to dig and it cracks it open and then like a mole comes out?
Yeah. Maybe they find like, I don't know, like an alien.
It's funny too. You can play off Candace being like, "Great, now you ruined it. Now we can't dig anymore."
What if they found like a subterranean, like, I don't know, like a hibernating alien or like something really dangerous, and the only way to like protect Danville is that they have to destroy the mine and they have to give up their mining dreams.
Like, destroy the thing that they had to give up. Yeah.
To save
what
Danville.
If they dig all the way to? What if they dig all the way to China?
Okay. And then what?
You're not familiar with...
No, I'm familiar with it. I think that's legitimately what Doofenshmirtz wanted to do when he was digging through to get to the other side of the earth and forgot about the lava.
He did. He was digging to China. That's funny. He was digging to China.
So, yeah, I like that. The whole, they have to give up their love to protect the town.
I like them finding something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like them finding something. I'm a little mushy on...
I'm good with changing what...
them having to give up the mine.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. What? Okay. Keep going then. Explore.
Yeah, I like them finding something, but I don't like it's not that I don't like. I just don't know what the conclusion is.
Well, if I can sell it, I just like I like sacrifice.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
sacrificing themes. So if they get something that they really love, and like it's not like a mysterious force taking it away this time, maybe even like Mom's there at the end, and like she could tell Mom and finally be proven correctly, but she's the one that has to pull the trigger to save everybody.
Yeah, I like that area. Like she wants to, like, it could work, but there's like, I like Candace sacrificing. I guess I didn't buy them having to sacrifice.
Oh yeah, I think it's
like
Candace.
Candace having to do it.
Because, I mean, again, it's her that we're tracking. Like, yes, the boys also felt the yearning, but it's really Candace that is... And that's the funnier one, too, because she goes away from busting to dig. And so, yeah, okay. Do you have a preference on what they find down there that could be dangerous?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. Do we want to spend some time on Doof and Perry of how they're going to settle the diamond thing?
Yeah, let's do that. That's
okay,
a good idea.
And then we'll go back? And, okay, so, I mean, this is pretty straightforward, right? Like, it's just going to be childish. They're going to get the diamonds, and I don't know. Like, do we want to do something silly? Like, there's obvious, like, I don't know. He gets, like, a hunchback because that's where he's hiding the diamonds. Like, do we want something silly of, like, it's so easy for Perry to realize he's hiding something? And it becomes, like, a slap fight, like a very childish slap fight.
I pitch it. I'm going to pitch a different direction. Your idea of him having a hunchback gave me an idea.
What'd you say?
I think Perry is like hiding it in his hat.
Perry has the diamond?
Didn't you say that they both have diamonds?
I was saying it's going to be one of them, and I don't care which one of them does it. I just wanted them to turn because of the greed. I didn't realize we were doing both of them. So I was saying that I don't know which one would be funnier.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna play the greed, they should just both be greedy.
I'm good with that. Like, I think that's funny because then Perry has a different.
Because otherwise, it's kind of like, why does Perry even want it? Why does he care? Sort of thing,
So it's going to be. So let me ask this: the audience knows that Doof is hiding it because we found Doof find it. When Perry calls him out, and then they start getting in the slap fight, can it be revealed Perry had some in his hat? So Perry was also... So, like, we find out when Doof finds out.
Sure, yeah.
That even though Perry was calling him out, Perry was also hiding diamonds. And they'll probably have to give up their diamonds in order to get out of the mine safely. From whatever we decide.
I think Perry should keep his...
Okay. I'm good with that. If, like a final scene shot, like, he has one diamond left. I like that. That's fine. I'm good with that.
I think so.
That's fun.
Maybe we can merge the two stories together.
Yes.
Because they're kind of becoming the same thing. But they do this in the show where they connect.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need an eater. I think he has a diginator.
Sure.
And it's just the shovel.
I love that. And he keeps trying to justify why it's an innator.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's very Doof.
Okay,
I think we're at the impasse. We have to figure out, pull the trigger on what these creatures are going to be. Or at least let's just start throwing
I don't-
options on the board.
Is it creatures? I feel like creatures is like an easy go-to.
Okay. What are you thinking? Like black
I mean,
poison
what if
ooze?
it's going to create a sinkhole, like a sinkhole?
Okay.
What if it like fundamentally? What if it like fundamentally is? If they keep digging, what if they keep digging? Then they're going to destroy everything, right? So like they're digging, and then all of a sudden something collapses. And like, wait, this is Tracy's house. But they still have the urge to dig. They still feel the pull of digging, and they're like, we have to stop, or we're going to destroy our town with the digging.
Yeah. Candace is like hard to be broken free. Okay, yeah, sure. That works for me.
And she's like, we have to.
But we can go deeper.
We have to be
We
tempered.
can go deeper.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we can always, and like they can take turns, like which one like breaks, and like okay, we're not gonna dig anymore. And then like Candace does it, like and then something else crosses, like sorry, and then he's like, okay, but I'm good now. And then it's like Ferb, like each of them is digging, and they can't like. Stop
So I guess
themselves
what would
from
make
digging.
what would turn it back to self-sacrifice though, because they have to
Because they have to fill it in, otherwise they'll destroy
the whole town. Okay. The whole town's going to
Yeah.
collapse. Then I think we need
Yeah.
something to like snap her out of it, like to prove to her like this is not safe anymore. Like not a cave in, but like rocks do fall on the boys, and I think that might snap her out of it. And they have to pull Phineas and Ferb out of the rocks. And so they then get back. Yeah, they start moving. Does Doof get a moment? He has to choose between the diamonds or Perry.
That's funny. Yeah, I like that.
And then I guess we can reverse it. Whatever Candace does to fill in the holes, usually it's what Doof does that causes the things to disappear. But if Candace...
Well, we should probably do that. We've done a lot of it's not like it usually is. You know what I'm saying? We should keep it. We should respect the formula.
Okay, so what can Doof do to fill in or cause... what can Doof do at this point? Because it's Candace that's going to close up the hole.
Taking it down.
Huh? Does he... Okay, I do have a pitch here to stabilize everything. I just don't know how to get to an aider that does it. But the diamonds expand or grow, and they take the place of all the dirt that was there. So it creates like one big diamond to fill in all the tunnels.
Say that again. I'm sorry, I was typing. What did you
So I don't know the innator or how to describe the innator to do this, but whatever the laser is, it hits the diamond, and then the diamond expands to fill up all the empty space in the tunnel to give the structural integrity back. Yeah, the expandinator. There you go. Maybe it's like a innator he had lying around. Like that was the real innator of the day, and they used that to fix the structural integrity. But Candace has to stop digging and get the boys out first. So then there you go. That's her self-sacrifice. She stops digging instead of continues to dig because the boys need her. That I think we have a good foundation here. Can you think of anything that we missed?
That's not to my knowledge.
I think we did all the emotional beats we need to do. I'm sure we missed a thing or two, but that's what second and third drafts are for, of like all the Phineas and Ferb tropes that we might have missed. But I'm happy with this.
Yeah, me
and
too.
so unless we can think of something else, I think we're at a decent stopping point. And then of course at the end it's going to be Perry was able to hold on to one diamond. He won in the end. Yeah, this is fun, silly, a little bit of heart. I'm happy. And one thing I'm thinking is maybe later down the road we can start, after we clean up our notes, we can release them online as well if that's something people want. The outlines and stuff.
Yeah, let's see the Google Doc.
But we'll figure it out. And so, okay, I guess that's the show, Phil. Do you have anything else you want to say? Okay. So while he's doing that...
So how do you like how this came out? Why don't you talk about that?
I'm happy with how it came out. Like, I think... Yeah, I got all the silliness that I wanted. Like I think people would be able to get like a clip of me just saying yearn for the mines over and over again. And that was the thing that motivated me to really want to do this one. And I think we, in good faith, executed that with a Phineas and Ferb style. And I would hope that Dan Povenmire would want to give me notes on it and like the idea. Yeah, so... if I also would love to hear your notes, so make sure you put them into the comments. I want to hear your notes and your pitches for what you would do with Phineas and Ferb. if you're not Dan Povenmire or Jeff Swampy Marsh. And like and subscribe as well.
That's right. We really appreciate you. Thank you again for showing up and having some fun with us. And we will see you next week for what's on the list
Next week we will be doing Sinners.
Sinners.
That's right.
And I have a whole thing for you for that one. Just wait. Just you wait, young man. Thank you all for joining us. And pencils down.
Yep. Remember to put your notes and pitches in the comments, and we'll read our favorites on next week's show.
And hey, while you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Let's build this community together. Oh, also, the bell icon's there, so why don't you ring my bell so that you never miss any updates?
And the like button too, Phil. That's important.
Oh, right, yes. Thank you, Brian.